Well, here is the new 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe Premier. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles just like this here in Canada. So if you like car reviews, then be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. Also, thank you to Applewood Chevy for allowing me to review their Tahoe. And in this video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the Tahoes, the safety features that you get with this particular Premier trim, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course, the pricing. Here are the options and packages that this Tahoe Premier has added to it. Now, the different models you can get with the Tahoes, this includes the LS, LT, RST, Z71, Premier, and the High Country. As for the safety features you get with the Premier model, this includes the forward collision alert, front pedestrian and bicyclist braking, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, rear cross traffic braking, enhanced automatic parking assist, and the HD surround vision. And as for what powers this Tahoe, it has the upgraded 6.2 liter Ecotec 3 V8 engine, which gives you 420 horsepower and 460 pound-foot of torque, with towing capabilities of about 8,000 pounds when equipped properly. All right, let's start things off in the front of this new 2025 Tahoe. Right off the bat, you can see the beautiful new designing on these. This definitely stands out, and I think this is probably my favorite till date. So down here, integrated within your bumper, like the bottom area, you do have this whole area in this black plastic, and then you have this chrome strip that stretches across, and of course your LED fog lights right there at the bottom. And then the middle here, you do have your radar cruise control. Also, the front safety sensors. Now, moving into the grille area, and I just love the way that these are designed now. Like, you have so much chrome, not too much chrome, I mean, but a good amount. And then if you look closely, there's like gloss black inserts, so it makes everything pop. Especially this massive chrome bar that stretches across. And in the middle here, you do have your Chevy badging, and underneath is your front-facing camera. This does have a 360 view camera package, so I'll show you that inside. Also on the corners of the bumper, you do have these vents that are functional, and they are covered in gloss black. And of course, then you can't forget about these new lights that they've added to these. I'm such a fan of the way that they've designed these. Like, you've got the bar up here, and then this here, and then a light right there. I mean, if you took off the badges, to be honest, this does not look like a Chevy vehicle. And I mentioned that in my previous video as well, but these definitely stand out now. All right, coming to the side of the Tahoe here, you can see the sizing of this. It's not as big as obviously a Suburban, but you still get a decent sized vehicle for all of your family trips and whatever you want to use it for. Now, if we take a look up top, this does have the full panel roof, which I love on any vehicle. And of course, your chrome roof rails. And around the windows, the top area is black, and then the middle section here is gloss black. But then you have this strip that stretches across in chrome. And then you have the dual tone chrome and body color door handles. And I think these pop out much better. As for your side mirror, you've got chrome up top and then gloss black underneath. I think this would have looked much better if it was body color, but hey, at least it's not black plastic, and this definitely looks okay. Over on the side here, you do have your turn signals and then your side mirror cameras as well. Over on the front door, you get it on both the sides. You do have the chrome Tahoe badging, and with this one, you do have side steps, but they're power side steps. So, of course, when you open the door, these do come out, and once it's closed, they tuck away nice and flush. You've also got these very nice looking aluminum wheels. Again, I like the designing of these as well. And in the center hubcap, you do have the Chevy badging. And these are your 22-inch wheels, so if I do step back, taking in the size of the vehicle, this doesn't look all that bad, and it definitely suits the vehicle. Also on the front bumper on the corners, you do have the reflectors there. All right, coming to the rear of the Tahoe, I love the look of this. Not only does the front look good, but the back just as good. So you've got obviously your body colored bumper. Now down here, you do have this massive black plastic piece that stretches across on the bottom portion of the bumper. In the center here, hidden away, you do have your hitch. And underneath, you do have your spare tire, and you've got quad exhaust tips. Then is more of the chrome that stretches across with the reflectors on both the sides and the rear safety sensors. Now, if we go over to the tailgate here, you'll find your chrome Tahoe lettering, the Chevy badging, and the Chrome Premier badging. Also is your rear view camera and a hitch camera. Now, one thing that definitely stands out to me is this gloss black piece right behind the badge there. I don't know, it just makes this vehicle look aggressive in a way rather than if this was just body color. I love that they added that nice little touch. As for the rear lights, these are also LED, and as you can see, these have been updated and look so much better. Not sure if the camera is picking it up or if you can see, but the housing inside is also blacked out, so it gives it a nice subtle look. Now up top here, you do have your built-in spoiler with your brake light right there, and your wiper is hidden away, which gives you a nice clean look. And you can also pop the rear glass here, so on your key fob, just double tap, it unlatches there, and you can open it up. So if you're on a beach or wherever you are, you want to play some loud music, you can definitely go ahead and do that. But yeah, this opens up and you have this whole open area. If we go ahead and close this and now open up the tailgate, which is power opening, why wouldn't it be? And considering this is a 3-row SUV and smaller than the Suburban, you still have a decent amount of space back here for all of your things, your road trip and whatever you want, you can most likely fit back here. You also have these aluminum protectors on both the sides so nothing gets scuffed up. And over here, not only do you have this outlet, but you have these buttons here as well. These ones are for the second row, this is for the third row, and this is to fold the seats down. For the second row, you can only fold them down, but for the third row, you can fold them down and up. So let me quickly show you here. I'm going to start with the second row left side here. So if I double press it, the seat is just going to fold down just like that. And now if I do the same thing for the third row and do the left side, I'm going to hold it, unlatched, and down it goes. So right now the other seat I believe is too close to this one, but you get the point. And you can also bring the seat back up, which is a huge convenient thing, especially if your hands are tied and you don't want to do it manually. I love that they have these buttons here. Also, lifting up the bottom portion here, you do have some small storage space that you can fit quite a few things. Some small things obviously, but you still have the space here. All right, let's head into the rear of the Tahoe and take a look at what it has. As you can see, this has the beautiful, beautiful black and white interior. I am in love with this interior, to be honest. So down here, you have some room for some storage and whatnot. There's a little bit more room in the middle here. And this vehicle does have the Bose sound system, so a massive speaker with chrome and then the Bose badging there. Now up here into the white interior color area, right here you have like this perforated section that runs across. Not only that, but also this contrast stitching, which is kind of in this beige color, and this stands out on the white. And then up here you do have more chrome and then the nice elegant wood trimming with a ton of gloss black right here. And all of this, like the wood trim and the gloss black and the chrome, you'll notice this throughout the interior. All right, let's head inside, and I'm going to start off in the third row. So to get to the third row, it's pretty simple. On the second row seats, you do have these two levers here. The first one is to move the seat forward and backwards, and the second one is to fold the seat down. So if I press it once, it kind of goes like that. If I press it again, it pops up, and yeah, you can get into the third row. However, you really don't have to use this lever here. So let's say you fold the seat down, right? There's also a strap here, which you can pull, and it unlatches the seat, so you can lift it up and get into the third row. Now, for the third row, back here, you have a decent amount of room. Obviously you can fit 3 people back here, and in my opinion, I think having 3 adults may be a little tight, but if you have 2 adults and 1 kid, you should be fine. And even the leg room back here is no issue at all. And this seat is quite far back, so you can see the leg room. And I just love the interior color on this. You got the white seats, and even in the middle here, you have the perforated sections. Not only that, but back here you also have your cup holders and a USB port, which you will have on both of the sides. So cup holder over here and a USB port over there. Now, to get to your second row, since the seat is up, all you're gonna do is just push it down. It locks into place. And then you just lift this up right there, and there you are. So this one does have the captain's chairs, which I prefer over the bench anyways, just because not only do you have room to get in here to the third row, and it's all empty, like you have your own seat. You don't have to share it with a middle person, and maybe it's that annoying cousin or family member, but you have your own seats. Also are your own armrest. And again, here you can kind of see on camera the middle perforated sections and the contrast stitching there. Now the second row seats do come heated. I'm sorry third row, but the second row will be a little bit more cozy during winter. Now behind the driver and passenger seats, you do have the mat pockets for extra storage. You also have your very own TV screens back here for both of the people, which I'm going to cover those in just a second. And over on the middle rear console here, not only do you have more cup holders, but chrome trimming, your temperature controls here, heated seat buttons for the second row, USB ports and HDMI ports, and then down here is another outlet. All right, so as for the screens back here, all you got to do to turn this on is just press on the screen and it turns on. So on this, you have quite a few things that you can do. So you have HDMI 1 and 2. You've also got vehicle status, so you can see the speed back here, fuel range, trip information, and whatnot. If I head back to the home, here you have your headsets that you can connect as well, or use the cabin speakers. Under your settings here, you can change the brightness, Bluetooth headphones, and all of that. And right here is your power button, so it closes the screen, and tap to turn it on again. Also on the bottom here, you'll notice your door sill protector that says Chevrolet, and it's in chrome and aluminum. All right, let's head to the front to see if anything is different than the rear. Not really, it's exactly the same, other than the space down here. It's much bigger, and you have a cup holder spot there as well. And then your typical window and side mirror controls and the driver memory seat buttons. As for the front seats, and you've seen it in the second and third row, white seats, beautiful, beautiful interior color combination. Not only do the front seats come heated, but they're also ventilated. But yeah, these seats are very, very comfy. They don't just look nice, they're comfortable as well. The front seats also come power adjustable. And for those of you always wanting to know the numbers, towing, and whatnot, here are all of the numbers. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video, go ahead and do it now. And down here, just like the rear, you have a door sill protector. It's a little bit bigger, but the same. Underneath are just your pedals, nothing too crazy. You've got your hood latch release right here. And then moving up here, you have all of your different modes, all of the lighting controls here, a trailer brake controller, electronic parking brake, and then a few buttons here. The 360 camera button here, traction control, the park assist right here, hill descent control, auto start stop, parking sensors for the front and rear to turn them on or off, and then the lane keep assist. And even the vent here is in gloss black, and around it is more of that black perforated trimming and the wood and chrome trim, which does stretch all the way across. And your steering wheel is power adjustable. Okay, so when you enter inside, your dashboard is covered in hard material. You do have the speakers there in the corner. There's also one here in the center and on that side as well. And this one has the heads-up display. And as you know, I am a huge fan of the heads-up displays because you really don't have to take your eyes off the road and everything is in front of you. And here is the new and updated screen, the full digital cluster area. This is an 11-inch cluster area. I just love the designing on this, just everything that's laid out and how they kind of made it very, very sleek looking. I'm all for it. And on here, you can do quite a few things, see all sorts of different vehicle information and whatnot. So to do that, you're just gonna go ahead and press this here. So you have this display, it changes, so you can have this. There's also this, which I really like. You can also have a full map view. And then this cluster look here. And then you're back to this. But I'm gonna go back to my favorite, which is this one. You can see all the detail work on this and it just stands out. As for the steering wheel, this is wrapped in leather and does come heated. You've got your Chevy badge there in the center and chrome trimming all around. Over on the left side here, you do have your cruise control settings and then your follow distance as well. You do have this L gear So for your Prindle right here, this just puts it into L. On the other side here, you have your Bluetooth, your music, phone, cluster controls, and the heated steering wheel button right there. There's also paddle shifters, media controls, front and rear wiper controls, high beam and signal controls, and also the shifter behind the steering wheel. Now over on the center armrest area, again, this has the nice white, the contrast stitching, the perforated section here. And if you go ahead and open this up, you do have quite a bit of room in here. So if I take this out, you can see you can fit some things in here, but there's one cool thing that I want to show you on this. And you're probably wondering, that's all the space I get? Well, no you don't, because this does move. So you see right here, if I press the up button, this is going to start moving all the way back. So you have a hidden storage compartment area. You can utilize this and open this and tuck things away in here. Do that, and no one will ever know what you have in there unless they watch this review and they know how to open this. Now over on the sides of the center console here, you have more of the white soft touch material. I do like how they did this rather than using cheap black plastic. This just looks and feels way better. There's also space down here, and you'll have this on the passenger side as well. Now over on the actual center console area here, you have chrome trimming, more gloss black right here with the cup holders, and then you have all of this space here. Plus some USB ports. This area right here is for your wireless charging. And then moving up, you have your vents and your temperature controls right there. And as you can see up here, right below the screen, the wood trim and the chrome trim stretches across. And then you have also this updated screen here with Google built in. This is a 17.7-inch screen, and I just like how they designed this. Just like how this is nice and sleek, so is this one. And there's a ton of things on here that you can do, view, and just change. So you have your first section here with all of these icons. There's also a second page which you can go over. So let's go to the first page here, and under vehicle status, this is going to pop up this section. Over on this side, you have your maintenance, gauges, and trip. And then you have a little image of your car, which you can move around. And it has a bunch of different plus signs. So depending on which one you pick, let's say I pick this plus sign, it's going to tell me my oil life. And again, you can go through it all, and it tells you all sorts of information about your vehicle. Now, if I go back here, then you've just got your My Chevy, Google Assistant, Play Store. There's also the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay once you do have your phones connected. And then you have your camera button right here. Like I was mentioning, this has cameras all around. So right here you'll see there's different sections, and then these break down into more sections. So the first one here is your front facing camera. There's also the bird's eye view there, and this is in standard. If I go to overhead, this is going to show me my top front, and then it's going to show me my side as well for the front. Now if I click rear, it's going to show me my rear view camera here, and then it'll show me my overhead if I click overhead. Also the side rear, and you have your hitch camera right there. Then you have your trailer one right here. So you have the side one, and once you do have your trailer connected, all of the other ones will populate. Then you've got Alexa, and then under trailering right here, you can add a new trailer, use a guest trailer, accessories, and whatnot. Now under settings right over here, there is a bunch of different things that you can kind of go through and fine tune to your liking. There's also the auto park assist right there. And then you have climate. So there's tons of different ways to utilize and use the climate here. You can obviously use the touchscreen here. You can use the bottom of the touchscreen, or these buttons down here. Now if we swipe over to the next screen, there is the Wi-Fi hotspot, and under audio you have your AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, USB, news, and podcasts. Then is your map section, which has Google built in, of course. Now under your phone section, this is where you can manage your phones once you do have them connected. And under controls here, there's quite a few things. So like your safety, child lock, heads-up display, camera, auto park assist, and then under more controls, you have these as well. And then under the entertainment hub, you can control these screens here as well. So you have an overview here. You can also go to the left screen, the right screen here, and then your settings. And then you just have your podcasts and news there again. Now up top is your rear view mirror. Not only that, but if I just flick this, this becomes a digital rear view mirror. And moving up here, you have quite a few things. You got your interior lights. This is for your interior alarm. There's also the tailgate control here, so you can open as much as you want, so you can control that from there. You can fold down and up the third row seats. Here is for the center console to get into your secret compartment. This is for your sun shade for the roof, and then your sun roof controls on the sides, and OnStar and SOS. Here's the key fob and what it looks like for the Tahoe. It's a typical Chevy key. All right, coming to the passenger side here. Like I was mentioning, on the driver's side, you have space on this side as well. And then the nice wood and chrome continues over here. And you have your typical glove compartment space. Here is the window sticker for this Tahoe Premier. The MSRP you see is in Canadian dollars, and this may be minus any discounts. Well, that does it for the review on this new 2025 Chevrolet Tahoe Premier. Let me know what you guys think of this. Do you love it or do you hate it?